Morning everyone. Before we get started, I just want to check that you've got the solutions that I sent out to yesterday's maths. If you get a chance, have a look through, see how you've done, get back to me with any problems. But today we're going to look at calculating the area of a triangle. I know some of you already know how to do this, but I'm going to prove to you what you already know. So I want to look at this triangle first at the top. It's a right angled triangle, and I'm going to put some measurements on it so we can start looking at the area. I'm going to say it's 10 centimetres across the base, and this vertical side is 5 centimetres. And notice on this one that the height is perpendicular to the base. That's important. Now, I know that if I make this into a rectangle, I haven't just grown, I was kneeling down. I would be able to work out the area of that rectangle, because I know that the area of a rectangle is the base times the width, or the length times the width, 10 times 5, which would be 50. But what we also know is the diagonal of a rectangle splits the shape exactly in half. So the area of our triangle must be exactly half the area of the rectangle we could make. So I'm going to write that down. Area equals half of, and we know that times or multiplied means of, the base times, and again we're looking at perpendicular height here, perpendicular height. Really nice and simple for a right angled triangle. But what about my second triangle here? It's not obviously half of a rectangle, but I still want to explore what's going to happen with this one. So I'm still going to draw it into a rectangle and we'll have a look. So there's my rectangle, and I haven't put any lengths on yet, but let's go for the same. 10 centimetres for the base and 5 centimetres for my height, my perpendicular height. With this one, it's not quite so obvious, is it? But let's think about it in two separate parts. Split it down there where our height is. Let's look at this rectangle here. This part of our triangle is split by the diagonal of this rectangle. So whatever that bit equals, that bit also equals. So that side is half and half. Do the same for the other side. Again, we've got a rectangle, and the side of our triangle is the diagonal. So again, it's split it in half. So that the area of that triangle is equal to the area of that triangle. So we know that once again, the area of the whole triangle is half the area of the rectangle that we can draw around it. So our formula works. It's still half of the base times the perpendicular height. Half the area of the rectangle that we could create. So for both of these, the area is going to be half of 10 multiplied by 5, and I can do that in my head. Even at home I can still do it in my head. That is going to give me 25 centimetres. Again, squared, because we're looking at the area inside the triangle. So I think that's going to be a really lovely, easy lesson for you today, which hopefully you'll enjoy doing. I will very shortly get the questions sent out to you. Again, any questions, just send me a little message on Seesaw and I'll do my very best to help you. Those of you that sent me work to look at yesterday, thank you. I really love looking at it, so feel free. Hope you're all well. Speak to you soon. Bye.